Yo, what is going on, guys? Back here. It's been a minute since I've done a reaction video. It's very late at the moment, but I thought, hey, might as well do it anyway. And I was like, watching some Cartoon Network collection videos, and I'm like, you know what? It'd be pretty dope to watch some other people's videos and kind of be like, whoa, that's crazy, or like, man, I've seen those before, and that is so dope. So, here we are. This one is called Cartoon Network Collection, biggest on YouTube. This was 4 years ago by Jamie Snowden, and I will link the video as well. Without further ado, let's get into this and see what they got in their collection. Already see the like dual combo VCR as well as DVD player and some blockbuster cases, which is dope. I do have a combo, not this one though, but they're dope.
What's going on, you guys? I've been putting this off for a really long time, but it's time for another Cartoon Network update.
Beforehand, I've seen like a sneak peek of this. That's kind of what got me into wanting to do this
Video in terms of my collection. So I just wanted to take a minute and show you guys, or probably 10 minutes is probably how long this is really going to take, and show you guys my updated collection. So without any further ado,
10 minutes is crazy, by the way. There's some that are like 5 minutes.
let's jump into it.
Okay, the first thing I see, like, without him even saying anything, like all these like Scooby-Doo VHS tapes. Now that I think about it, I've regretted not picking them up. It's just the storage for these. You need some serious room because you know it. They're like bigger and it's harder to find a place to put them. Like these paper cases or whatever you want to call it, much easier. I may not sound too intelligent here, and it's because I'm not, but it's pretty dope. I've never seen this board game, and I've never seen. I don't even know what's behind here. This Tsunami comic, it's dope. This, I remember trying to bid on one of these. It's like a VHS set, which he's gonna go into, but it is really dope. It comes in like this oddity of a case, and it's just cartoons, like variety of cartoons. It's cool. It's cool stuff. Sorry, I had to go on the tangent for a second. I see the Bakugan. Yo, I think it's crazy that the guy actually has Bakugan. Like, a lot of people forget about that. I wonder, I hope he talks about this. I don't know what this is. Can't tell what this is. But, should I put my quality up? Maybe that's what it is. Go up to 1080. There we go. Yo, that's okay. I like the Justice League. Oh, and he's got games in it? Yeah, no, that's the way to do it.
Alright, so let's start with what I got up at the top. I have the two Cartoon Network Crossover Crisis board games that came out, one of which is the first edition.
I'm curious if this is... No, there's no way. I was going to say, I have a comic that is very similar scenario to this. I wonder if that was kind of what they were going for, is doing like multitude of different merchandise alongside of it. Probably not.
Back there, I have a Cartoon Network Flintstones backpack that came bundled with a exclusive VHS Flintstones set, which I will show you guys in a minute. There's just a random...
I just noticed this man has the Samurai Jack premiere movie on VHS. I really need that. I have the DVD version. Johnny Quest, I've seen these before. I've never seen them in person, but I know of their existence out there.
Ben 10 Forearms plush. Back there is a Cartoons. It's like kind of like a bowling ball case. However, inside of that case is actually a set of exclusive Cartoons VHS tapes. It's multiple of them. And then here I have a cartoon.
I don't mean to cut them off, but that might... Is it a part of it? I'm pretty sure it is a part of it, but at the same time, I'm thinking they like came in this like weird box. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a glove box is what I saw. I remember seeing like this bag separate, but there's a chance that the auction I was seeing was them splitting up the items. This is like more of a rare item, but it's not like rare as far as I'm aware, because I've seen it at least more than once.
It represents Toonami comic. I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but it is signed by Steve Blum, the voice of Tom from Toonami.
That's dope. And I love the Birdman on the cover too.
So I thought that was cool. So over here, representing the shelf, I have Hector and Fred Flintstone.
Those are dope.
And on this shelf, so we've got up here at the top, there is Scooby-Doo, a Scooby-Doo VHS tape that is for Blockbuster for kids. Got the
Blockbuster exclusive stuff, really anything in Blockbuster is just cooler than regular. Oh, but anyway,
logo up there. And then lots of other miscellaneous, the normal ones you'd see: Spookiest Tales, Creepiest Capers, Greatest Mysteries. So up here, I've got a Courage the Cowardly Dog VHS tape that's also a Mike.
Dude, that what?
Lou and Og VHS tape. It was for promotional use only.
What?
Here is a Creature from the Chocolate Chip Baby Looney Tunes VHS tape. Very rare as well.
Baby Looney Tunes is pretty
Up
cool.
here is the Samurai Jack premiere movie. Nothing too special there.
That is
However,
special.
Here,
What do you mean?
I've got a Robot Chicken test tape.
Huh? Okay, this guy might just be insane. I wonder if he's grown his collection. I might have to see. There is a cartoons right there.
A Teen Titans,
Fundamentals.
also promotional VHS tape.
That's the Teen Titans series I love. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then a Cartoons promotional VHS tape.
Yo.
Back-to-back block.
Oh, what? It's even got the schedule in the back.
Cartoon
Yo.
Network Friday Night Originals. Awesome. Up here at the top, 3 of the New Adventures of Johnny Quest VHS tapes.
What's this
and then
one?
Cartoon Network Animate Your World on VHS.
I don't think I've
I'm
heard
kind
of
of going
that
kind of
before.
quick, guys, but there's a lot to cover.
Sorry, I'm not like a full
So
on
here I've
expert
got
in
another
everything.
promo tape, a taste of Cartoon Network, and then Cartoon Network Toon Jam, and then this was Jolly Time at Jellystone. Jolly Time is the popcorn company. Then miscellaneous Scooby-Doo
Wait, then,
VHS
like,
tapes throughout, more different versions of Creepiest Capers and Spookiest Tales, Greatest Mysteries, the slipcover versions, Arabian.
I'm sorry for pausing so much. This is a long video, but I'm pretty sure I've seen this one. I'm probably thinking of a different one. No, wait, he has it in long form. I was like, yeah, I've seen this one in long form before.
Nights.
Excuse me.
More Scooby-Doo, Fred Flintstone, Flintstones, Haunted House is Not a Home, Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, Christmas stuff,
I love the
Yogi
Scoobies.
Bear. This is the VHS tape set I told you that came with that backpack.
It's a nice
Cartoon Network logos up there. Josie the Pussycats VHS tape, original Johnny Quest.
I think it's interesting that they actually just decorated the side of the VHS and just threw them into like a giant box set thing.
Cartoon Crack-Ups. Here is Second Shelf.
Those are
Up
crazy.
here, I've got some miscellaneous things as well.
Like those VHS for
I
Pop-Up
have
Girls are
a
crazy.
Juniper Lee promo summer of 2005
That's-
DVD.
These guys got
And
five.
then here's another summer of 2005 DVD sampler of Cartoon Network.
Think about it. That'd be thrown away. There's
And
probably
then over
chance
here-
that something like that would be thrown away.
I have this is fan made. Don't worry about that one. Here is
Cool, bro.
the
You good?
Scooby-Doo Toon Tour of Mysteries DVDs. I used this in my review that I did of Toon Tour of
Respect.
Mysteries. So on this shelf, I have Powerpuff Girls movie slipcover, Ego Trip, and Dexter's Laboratory Greatest Adventures slip.
I've never seen Dexter's Laboratory. I've never seen Powerpuff Girls on VHS out in the wild. It's because people grab these as soon as they see them. They go that quick. I don't know how much
Cover,
there
Cartoon
are,
Crack-Ups DVD.
but I do know they go fast.
Just a lot of
I do like that he has, like, I'm sure at the time this was like more modern as Gumball and stuff like that. Because it was quite a few years back. And
miscellaneous
he has
stuff
some
here
like,
up on
really
the
good
top.
titles in here.
So I've got the And Friends series up there
Plus Room for
of
Imaginary
all
Friends,
of
I
the
see
ones
there.
they've ever released. And then a Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs, the animated series.
That one is kind of like an Easter egg.
DVD up there, Cartoon Network logo
If you
is
know,
up
you know.
front.
You know.
Then I've got Land Before Time
Have them.
DVD and Hero 108, if anybody remembers those shows. And Stormhawks as well. Again, Cartoon Network
Another
logo
one.
is...
That's another one. You know, it's cheaper. I'm pretty sure Stormhawks is a cheaper Cartoon Network but it is a sleeper. A lot of people don't realize is Cartoon Network if you see it.
On all of the DVDs. Powerpuff Girls movie, and then Far Stone for Imaginary Friends Season 2 and Season 3.
The DVDs are crazy.
Then on
like
this
the
shelf
VHS,
I have a lot of the same VHS tapes that were up there, but these are the clamshell case versions. Dexter's Laboratory, Greatest Adventures, and Ego Trip right there. And then the Powerpuff Girls miscellaneous VHS tapes there. I've got, let me move these, the movie and 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas there. I have another copy of Cartoon Crack-Ups on DVD. However, that one that's up there is the Snapcase DVD version. That's the regular DVD. And then I have the Christmas specials there and the Cartoon Network Fridays DVD. I have the Halloween DVDs as well, however they are at a friend's house.
Wait, that's signed? You seeing this? Is this like a music CD? Or...
I've got miscellaneous Scooby-Doo DVDs, Powerpuff Girls. This one here is the complete first season that they were going to do multiple seasons of, and then they just ended up releasing the complete series box set. Samurai Jack premiere movie. Star Wars The Clone Wars Volumes 1 and 2.
The Ed and Eddie, those are pretty dope. Same thing with Codename Conspiracy Store. I'm pretty sure... I don't know why they never did a DVD collection of the full series of Codename Conspiracy Store. I feel like that would be a good one to do it for.
Codename Kids Next Door, Volumes 1 and 2.
Clone Wars is
Ed,
also
and Eddie's
cool,
Volumes 1 and 2, and Seasons 1 and 2.
Oh!
I have Puffyami Yumi.
That's
Grim Adventures of Billy Magic Season 1.
Great.
Big Boogie Adventure. The Chowder Volumes, Flapjack, and Total Drama Island. Here, I've showcased this in a video before. It's multiple DVDs. Also showcased...
Like, I think Ed, Ed and Eddie is a little more, like, common. It's like Powerpuff Girls when it comes to DVD. But I feel like all the way down to here, this is hard to find. You know what I mean? Yeah, Yami Yumi, Adventures of Billy and Mandy is for sure really hard to find and overpriced. Chowder, but it is priced, like, obscure, you know? Because it is hard to find in the wild.
A lot through, this is Cartoon Network Studios, a lot of promo DVDs, advertising 2006 and 2007, so lots of Out of Jimmy's Head, lots of My Jim Potter's a Monkey, Squirrel Boy, that kind of stuff.
I like
That's
My
a keychain that is Blossom from Powerpuff Girls as Hatsune Miku. Up here I've got, these are, I believe, Burger King toys of Eduardo and Wilt. This is a...
I want those toys. I had, what I had is I had, like, the little, like, Foster for Imaginary Friends, but you'd, like, put your pencil inside of blue and it would, like, shake. I don't know. It was, like, those types of toys. I don't know if this is from the same line. I can't tell too well, but I am guessing not. I don't know. I know they did other releases that weren't as odd. I don't know. I was
Powerpuff Girls CD is signed by all three Powerpuff Girls.
But they did do a lot of cool stuff back then.
Here is kind of like the Cartoon Network / anime pile. So I've got the Gundam Wing movie, the Toonami version. This is actually pretty hard to find.
Wait, there's a Toonami variant? Okay, that's interesting to know. Some of the stuff I don't know about, like, necessarily, like...
3-case closed DVDs that all have the Cartoon Network logos on them. All these Yu Yu Hakusho DVDs have the Cartoon Network logo on them. And then this Naruto DVD, I actually kind of gave up on Naruto DVDs thinking that they didn't have the Cartoon Network logo on them because the first couple didn't. However, as you can see, they ended up printing the logo on them on later releases. So I'm going to have to go back and double check those, make sure I'm getting all the ones that have the logo. Here's my Samurai Jack pile, seasons 1 through 4, and then the complete 5th season that has the Adult Swim printed logo on there. Bottom shelf here.
The IG.
I've got the Batman Brave and the Bold collection here that has the Cartoon Network logo on them. I've got the IGPX first volume box set. Has the Toonami logo and the Cartoon Network logo.
And the Johnny.
Then I've got the
Johnny Test.
Original single volume there of IGPX. Johnny Test. And
I almost got that same set, by the way. It was just in really, I think it was either pricier or in rougher condition. I don't know. It's still really awesome.
And I've got the 4Kids Favorites / Hall of Fame collection here.
The Ben 10, I did not know there was a Ben 10 movie collection in the 4Kids Favorites. I do remember a lot of the Hall of Fame. Ed, Edd n Eddy, I'm surprised that got one, as well as... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not surprised. Those are dope. What am I saying? I know the collection.
4Kids Favorites, and then the reprinted Hall of Fame, And then I've got the Powerpuff Girls re-release season 1 and the re-released Ed, Edd n Eddy and Foster's Home. Here's a cool toothbrush of Bakugan.
That is cool.
And then this is Bakugan. That's like this This is chapter 1, but it's like the second season. I got the original Bakugan volumes back there, as well as Secret Saturdays and Ben 10 season 1. Then I've got Ben 10 Alien Force volumes all the way up to 9.
That's what was
Race Against Time, Alien Swarm. This is the Hero Collection Forearms. That was actually kind of hard to find now because they printed it and then they figured out nobody wanted it and then they stopped printing it.
That's not funny.
Destroy All Aliens, Generator Rex, Fire Breather. Here's my Adventure Time stuff. I don't have too much Adventure Time. I'm not too into Adventure Time, but I have what I have here.
Okay, I can understand that, but if you watch Adventure Time, I feel like you can fall in love with it a bit. You know, but you know, the guy obviously has love for this stuff. You know, he's such a big collection. You can tell he definitely has like heart into it. So I understand. Not gonna
this is just these single DVDs. And then I've got the first
more than
2 seasons.
He's got more than
I also have a bit of regular show, which I've got Mordecai kind of just representing the regular show section over here. Lots of regular show stuff, and then I've got the first season over here. This is the movie.
Peep the Uncle
Over here, I've got Uncle Grandpa, Tiger Trails, Steven Universe, Gem Glow, Clarence, Mystery Pinata, the Powerpuff Girls Reboot Series DVD. Here's more Hall of Fame. I've got Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Lab, Courage, and then the rest of the seasons for Courage. Here is a more miscellaneous things. This is Scary Godmother Halloween Spectacular. The new Straight Outta Nowhere Scooby-Doo Meets Courage DVD.
That is awesome. Scooby-Doo Meets Courage, regular show, Slack Pack, and all this right here.
Like, regular show Slack Pack and Tom and Jerry Tales, the complete first season. These are all these ones here are re-released under the Cartoon Network 20th anniversary branding. So let's go ahead and move on down here.
Okay.
So here I've got the Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law, first 3 volumes.
Another one.
Represented by both Bird Girl and the bird there. Over here I've got a couple CDs as well as CD-ROM games. So Toonarama there. There's like a Flintstones bowling game. Cartoon Cove.
This guy.
Like a whole bunch of miscellaneous Scooby-Doo and Powerpuff Girls games. Here's Cartoon Network All-Stars for the PC.
Oh yes, I got recommended a video about this Powerpuff Girls game, by the way, and it was like a clickbait PS5 video.
N64 Powerpuff Girls Chemical Extraction. Another boxed Game Boy game, Block Party, Speedway. I have all of the Cartoon Network Collection Game Boy Advance videos. These are actually becoming very hard to find. I even have these single Codename Kids Next Door. Because these were all like different collections that had multiple episodes from the shows. This was specifically Codename Kids Next Door. Here I have miscellaneous Game Boys that I don't have the boxes for. This is for Ed, Edd n Eddy Jawbreakers and Ed, Edd n Eddy Misadventures.
Obviously, that's fine.
Continuing on, I have the PS2 games here. I've got...
So one of my favorite games out of all these, I played this one back, like that Ed, Edd n Eddy game. That was awesome. It was awesome in its own way. I like the voice acting for it. Didn't necessarily, and it kind of ended on a weird spot. This game, I tried replaying it recently on my PC, and I think I needed space, so I kind of played everything. I was also playing Earthbound at the time, but I love that game also. I never got to play the Powerpuff Girls game.
Powerpuff Girls, Relish Rampage, and Operation Video Game.
Oh, I also have memories of this Grim Adventure Billy Manning game. Really awesome fighting game, by the way.
Kids Next Door. I've got 2 copies of Misadventures, other than obviously the Game Boy one I mentioned earlier. One is the PC version, and one is on PS2. I've actually been trying to find the other versions of that game.
I'm curious, what's the difference between the PlayStation PC version? Like, I've never knew about a PC version, but it does make sense. I don't know, man. That might be...
Like, the Xbox one is actually very hard to come by. And the GameCube one is not the easiest as well. Here's Cartoon Racing on both PS2 and Nintendo DS. Here is the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, both on PS2 and the boxed Game Boy Advance version. Then I've got Ben 10 Protector of Earth. And
so they did a Johnny Bravo DS game that just seems so, like, out of nowhere. It's cool. Like, it is cool. A Samurai Jack game is really expensive, but Ed, and Eddie also just feels so weird.
Then Ed and Eddie Scam of the Century,
cool.
Johnny Bravo, Datarama.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't actually know that Johnny Bravo came out with a Nintendo DS game.
No one would know. I'm telling you.
Then I have Generator Rex on PS3.
Oh no, right.
Cartoon Explosion XL, great game. Y'all watched me play through this. At least I hope you guys did on my Twitch and YouTube live stream. Samurai Jack Battle Through Time. Here's the card that came with it.
Came with a card?
Then over here, I've got a bunch of miscellaneous Cartoon Network books over here. Ben 10, Bakugan. These are Justice League, Teen Titans, Powerpuff Girls trades, over here. Lots of Powerpuff Girls. Then these last three are Foster's Home, and then this is a Transformers animated.
So it's like a mix of like trades and like just like kids books, it seems.
Book. Here is a Cartoon Network annual. This is kind of like a collection of comic strips that Cartoon Network released over the years. Back here, I've got some cool kind of these are like little Easter egg things. Oh. This has the little Hanna-Barbera caveman on it, and this one has the little Hanna-Barbera koala on there.
I love it.
Back here, I have a Burger King Cartoon Network Wacky Racers toy here. That's kind of cool.
That's fun.
And then I've got another one here.
Never seen it.
And
never seen this.
This is another one. I have something else over here.
He's got like all of them.
Oh yeah, the We Bear. Well, that's also another one. I had one more.
We
Bear Bears. I don't know what.
He's like just discovered
We Bear Bears toy as well. Down here to the other shelf. Here I've got a Blossom Powerpuff Girls ornament here.
Yeah, that stuff's hard to find in good condition because now, like, there's no telling where it's going to
I've got two Ben 10 figures. This one is also signed by Steve Bloom. I had him sign this and the comic at the same time.
That is...
a Bakugan puzzle.
I have that same puzzle. I want to do that one eventually and frame it. It'd be cool.
A Johnny Bravo board game. And then here, this is actually really cool. This is a costume character guide for the Hanna-Barbera Cartoon Network characters for whenever they would be represented at like Six Flags or Universal Studios or whatever park was doing them at the time. Whatever actor was representing those characters, they got that guide, and this showed them and told them how to portray the characters and whatnot. Very interesting guide. In fact, I mentioned that I owned this book to a friend of mine who works at Six Flags, and she was giving me a lot of questions asking how I got a hold of it, because apparently this is not allowed to really get out. So it's cool that I have that. Down here on the bottom shelf, I have the Ed and Eddie limited edition of 1000 statue here. Very nice. Here I have two promo DVDs. This is a promotional screener. I'm sorry, two promo screener DVDs. Well, this is a VHS.
Promotional screeners are pretty cool. They're a little uncommon, but you got you something special there, especially whenever it's cartoons. And Johnny Quest is a great one.
This is a lot of people have this,
I don't have
but
one.
This is the promo screen.
I take that back. I think I have like one really bad horror movie as a screener copy, but it doesn't really mean it's worth a lot necessarily. But something like this is worth quite a bit more.
Quite a bit. I actually don't even have the regular one because the regular one's pretty easy to find. This one is very hard and it's sealed. It's brand new. Here's another one sealed.
Drives it up.
It's a DVD screener.
This guy, okay, that's. I mean, Kids Next Door has to be pretty wild because
Super Heroes Missions File 1. I can promise you will probably never find this anywhere.
No, you
Here's
won't.
another show called Dice. I never knew that this was a thing, but it's like a little figure here, and it comes with a bonus DVD as well.
What if that's the only connection is the DVD? This has probably at least had a few episodes, maybe a season.
That's pretty cool.
Super underground.
And then back here, I've got miscellaneous DC Justice League Unlimited figures that they do have the Cartoon Network logos on the back of them. And I do have more of those, which we will get into later. Down here, I wanted to show you guys this collection of Burger King Kids Club stuff I have that also has the Cartoon Network logos printed throughout. Not all of these are Cartoon Network. I mean, a lot of them are, but not all of them are. So I'm not going to go through and show all of them, but there's a lot of Scooby-Doo Alien Invader stuff in here.
All the advertisements.
This is more of the...
They're just like little poster things. Wait a minute. I love the advertisements on for the toys and stuff.
The Wacky Racers stuff.
They're like Like
But
a
as you can see, there's like
magazine,
Disney
it
Afternoon
seems?
stuff in
The
here,
Darwin
and
Dog and all that.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
So
Oh, yeah, the Pokemon
lots of
book.
cool stuff in there. Making our way over to this shelf now. Here's just like a lot of miscellaneous comics. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this shelf I got over.
So my suggestion is like I'm not one to like talk, but I would say get a box for your comic books slash your books that are close to that size. Put them in that. It is a lot more beneficial, but unless you really like to do it this way, which I would understand as well. But you come from a guy that really enjoys comic books.
Here, but for the time being, here's a lot of Scooby-Doo, Cartoon Network comics over here. Nothing very too exciting. Dexter's Lab, I've got a little bit of a pile right here. Space Scope.
Buy you some bags and boards, dude. Like you're sitting on some like really cool stuff, and it's worth it. You know, even if it means something to you, bag and boarded. It's like what is it, close to $30 right now?
Post
It's a nice bag and
and
boards.
Teen Titans Go is right here.
Oh yeah, Teen Titans
This
Go
is the
bag
Powerpuff Girls
boarded.
stuff. So here's just one random Cartoon Network released one. But here's the box set for the IDW reboot comic series. That box set's actually very hard to find now. Here's the Samurai Jack collection. I believe I have issues 3, I want to say all the way to the end. And then at the bottom down here, I've got the Kids Next Door and other crossover ones that are in there.
Yeah, you need to get some backs and boards, my guy. Like those books, it's not even about, you know, if you wanted to flip them or anything. You want to make sure they're in like decent condition, like long term, so you're able to look at them like just any type of water or anything like that. You know, they're cooked, and that's the one thing I will say.
Released.
Like I said, I
Now
can't
down
give it a
here,
but I
this
will
is
say
very
that.
hard to find. So this is the
Well, this is
these
years
two came
ago.
packed,
This is years ago.
packed together. This is the Megas XLR.
I remember hearing about this show.
Cartoon Network Jam Packed Action
Yeah,
book. But here is a
that is the show I've heard about. I've heard something about it, like something was coming back or something like that. Some of these I've heard of but not seen. I do want to see a lot of stuff in it now.
promo DVD, if I can get it to focus. So this has the full first episode of Megas XLR, and this was an official release, but only with that book. So that's very hard to find because Megas XLR is a very popular show, and they never released the show before on DVD.
Oh, man.
Here's the Cartoon Network All-Star Omnibus.
I want that.
This is also just like a collection of short stories and comic strips that they've released over the years.
I still want to read that.
So now to make our way over here, I'm kind of continuing with the Justice League / Batman figures that also have Cartoon Network logos on them. So just to show you guys what I'm talking about.
So I'm seeing a theme. He is a logo collector, like anything with Cartoon Network on it. I can understand it now. I can understand it. Okay,
Right
I've seen the
there.
pattern,
Watch
but
Batman
now
on
I get
Cartoon
it.
Network. They've got the logo on there. So I've got these two Batman ones from Spectrum of the Bat, and then lots of Justice League stuff. Hawk Girls.
I think I've had the Hawk Girl for a minute. I think I might have sold one. It's just
Superman.
I want to keep them in the box. And it's
Lots
like
of cool stuff there.
you know what I mean.
Over here, I've got a collection of
I do collect comic books and stuff, and you know I like to feel my hobbies like that.
a little bit of a collection of plushies.
But I still
so these are Powerpuff
love
Girls
Cartoon Network and stuff
and
like
Billy
that.
and Mandy. So it's got all 3 girls plus Billy, Mandy, and Grimm there. And then here, I've shown them off before in prior videos, and I really don't want to take them out. But these are the art cells. I've got 2, I want to say 2, maybe 3
No, I
art
understand.
cells.
You
I
don't
have
have to take
2
them
art
out.
cells. One is of a
Display 'em.
backdrop from
Display 'em.
Billy and Mandy, and another is from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Great shows.
So here, I wasn't sure if I wanted to include this with my Dragon Ball Z collection video or with my Cartoon Network video. However, because they do say "as seen on Cartoon Network Toonami" on them, I did figure I would include the Saga Continues figures with my Cartoon Network collection.
Yeah, this one is wild. Look at his neck. But I love this one so much. It's really great. And this one just seems so serious. Wait, why did it look so oddly different?
So here I've got these 2
I keep using
supersized
the
warrior
Robinson
figures
recipes,
here. Then I have the entire first run, not first run, but entire series 1 of the Saga Continues
So I don't
here,
know about these too
all
much.
the way to Frieza here. Then we've got a miscellaneous bunch over here of Ginyu, Frieza. I've got.
I'm not saying it's there's nothing wrong with them. It's just like I'm looking at the ones, like these ones from the original, and I'm just like, dude, they look kind of cooked.
Then we've got a miscellaneous
But
bunch
I'm
over
sure they
here.
were just trying to get used to it.
You freeze.
Those Dragon Ball Z ones look insanely awesome. Like, they look
I've got
great.
Trunks.
This is the only one I'm just like, dang. This is just something happened. It's still in box though. You would be surprised. It still is worth quite a bit
Vegito.
more than Moose.
And then here on the other side, I've got Gogeta, Vegito, Krillin, Trunks.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z ones look so much better.
Piccolo. Here's
what are these?
Two little like bendable figures here. Those are kind of cool. Another Frieza in the back, a Tien keychain, bunch of different Gokus here. That's kind of cool. A Cell, and then a Super Warriors Vegeta here.
No, I love it.
Alright guys, and that was the Cartoon Network collection video. I know it's been a while since I've done that. I know it was really fast, but we had a lot to cover, and I didn't want this video to be super long.
No, I did good, man.
So I really hope you guys really enjoyed that. I had a lot to go over, but I'm glad we were able to just knock it out, get it out of the way. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. If you guys want to see anything else more in detail, let me know, and I'll make another video on it. And until then, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.
No, my only thing is, do an updated video, and I'd like to see what you did with the comics. Those deserve some love, my man, because you got heart in your stuff, and like I said, I love it. I think it's great. Let's see. Is he? Oh, he has done some magazine-looking video. The Cartoon Network collection, ongoing 13 years ago. 6 years ago. It seems like it's been a minute. When's his last upload? 4 days ago, actually. Oh, and he's reacted to... Shout out to this guy. Yeah, this guy is out here putting the grind in the Cartoon Network world. Out here, the cartoons world. I don't mean just Cartoon Network. I'm also... Dude, the nighttime's getting to be... So, I'll probably go to bed after this one, but... Man, this guy is something else. And he's looking at schedules too. Yo, JB Stoden, you're G, my guy. And I have the utmost respect for you. I hope things have been going well for you. And if you watch this video, like I said, I want to see an updated collection video of the Cartoon Network stuff. And I don't mind if you do like a massive collection video. Just of like everything you've got in the room. Just do like a room video. And just title it like Cartoon Network Room Tour Video, whatever you want to title it. With that though, guys, I want to say, hope you guys stay safe. And until next time, peace out, guys.